From Neural Newscast, this is Buzz, tracking what's trending and why it matters.
The Middle East is at a breaking point, and the feds just dropped the hammer on a massive fraud ring. I am Leila Grant.
And I'm Jonah Klein. Today on Buzz, we're decoding the claims of downed fighter jets and Elon's latest take on the Hollywood downfall.
We have to start with the breaking reports coming out of Iran. According to Al Jazeera English and the Fars news agency, the IRGC has claimed they shot down a second American F-35 fighter jet over central Iran. This supposedly happened while the jet was in Iranian airspace, and they made the announcement via Telegram.
Right, Leela. It's a massive claim, especially considering the already red-hot tensions. The Iran war hashtag is absolutely exploding right now because this isn't happening in a vacuum. We're seeing reports of strikes hitting civilian structures, including unfinished bridges and even Kuwait's desalination facilities.
Exactly, Jonah. And the rhetoric on social media is reflecting that escalation. Iranian Foreign Minister Syed Abbas Araghchi posted that striking civilian infrastructure won't make them surrender. His post actually racked up over 87,000 likes in a matter of hours. He called the strikes a sign of moral collapse and vowed to build everything back stronger.
It's interesting to see the digital front of this conflict. While the IRGC is posting tactical claims on Telegram, you've got legal experts on X, over 100 of them, condemning these strikes as potential war crimes. The international community is scrambling too. We're seeing reports that France and South Korea are trying to step in to keep the Strait of Hormuz open.
It's a high-stakes moment, especially with the warnings about further infrastructure assaults. The internet is basically watching a potential full-scale conflict unfold in real time, and the misinformation or unverified claims from both sides are making defeat a very chaotic place.
For sure, Leila, people are hanging on every breaking post from Al Jazeera. Whether it's the F-35 claims or the desalination plant in Kuwait, the engagement numbers show the world is terrified of what happens next.
And while things are heating up abroad, we have a major domestic development that's going viral. It's being called Operation Never Say Die. Federal law enforcement just executed a series of arrests and search warrants in Los Angeles for a massive healthcare and hospice fraud scheme.
U.S. Attorney Bill Asali and the Task Force to Eliminate Fraud are leading this, and they've already arrested 11 defendants.
Vice President J.D. Vance really pushed this into the viral stratosphere. He posted about the bust on X, thanking Dr. Oz at CMS for the coordination. That post alone hit nearly 2 million views in just a few hours. The vibe on social media is very much, finally, some accountability.
Yep, Leila, the public response has been huge. People are particularly sensitive to hospice fraud because it targets such a vulnerable population. Vance is framing this as a priority, cracking down on those who steal from the American taxpayer.
It's definitely a win for the administration's fraud task force, and seeing Bill Asili and Dr. Oz working together on this has given it a lot of political legs on the timeline.
It's a stark contrast to the usual news cycle. One minute we're talking about global warfare, the next it's a massive white-collar crime bust in LA.
Speaking of contrasts, let's pivot to something a little more, let's say, down to earth, but in space. NASA released a video of Artemis II mission specialist Christina Koch that has everyone talking.
The space plumber. I love this. She's literally training to fix the spacecraft toilet, and she's leaning into the title. She said she's proud to call herself the space plumber because mission specialists have to be ready to fix anything.
It's such a relatable moment. You're going to the moon, but you still have to worry about the plumbing. The video is sitting at 2.4 million views. People love that behind-the-scenes reality check that even in $1 billion spacecraft, things still break.
Leila, it really humanizes the Artemis mission. Seeing Christina in the trenches, or the pipes, I guess, makes the whole moon mission feel a bit more real for the rest of us.
While NASA is fixing toilets, Elon Musk is busy trying to flush what he calls the woke industry down the drain. He has been very active on X today, specifically targeting Hollywood.
No way. He replied inevitable to a post showing a chart of Hollywood's decline with the caption, "Hollywood went woke. Now it's going broke." That single word generated almost 4 million views. It's tapping right into that massive culture war debate about why the entertainment industry is struggling.
But he didn't stop at movies, Jonah. Musk also went after the legal system. He affirmed a claim that the infiltration of the judiciary throughout the West is the greatest long con of the left. He simply replied true to that one, and it sparked a firestorm of conservative discourse about judicial bias.
4 million views on that one too, Leela. It's clear Musk is using his platform to amplify these specific critiques of Western institutions. Whether it's the box office or the courtroom, he's pointing at what he sees as a systemic failure.
That's insane. The comments are a battleground, as usual. You've got people cheering him on for calling it out, and others saying he's just fueling conspiracy theories. But regardless of where you stand, he's the one setting the agenda for what people are arguing about today.
It's the Elon effect. One true or one inevitable, and suddenly the entire internet is debating the future of Hollywood and the fairness of our judges.
From fighter jets to space toilets and the long con of the courts, the feed never stops moving.
And that is the latest pulse of the internet today.
I'm Leela Grant.
And I'm Jonah Klein. This is Buzz.
Neural Newscast is AI-assisted, human-reviewed. View our AI transparency policy at neuralnewscast.com. Check out buzz.neuralnewscast.com for more.
This has been Buzz on Neural Newscast, tracking what's trending and why it matters.